Hey there! What's up? How was your break? I hope you had a lot of fun and rest. Did you talk to your friends?
Yes.
Talking to friends is one of my favorite things. Friendship is central to everyone's life, right? Well, get ready to get a little bit emotional because our class today is about friendship.
Oh my God! Wow!
So, let's start with a quotation. Friendship is always a sweet responsibility, never an opportunity, said Khalil Gibran in the collected words. What do you think about this sentence? Think. What's your definition of a close friend? How many close friends do you think people generally have? Let's think. Well, now we're going to read an article about this topic. You have to match these 5 qualities I'm going to tell you as the headlines of each paragraph. Good company, honesty, respect, support, and trust. Okay? You can find this text on page 40 of your student's book. Let's read the text.
Best of friends? How many friends do you have? The answer, of course, depends on how you define friend. For instance, if you count everybody you know, relatives, classmates, neighbors, and other acquaintances, the answer could easily be 20, 30, 40, or more. And if you include people you don't usually meet, like online friends, you might have hundreds or even thousands of friends. What about close friends? According to a recent survey, we have fewer close friends than you might think. Read to the end to find out how many. So how can you know who your close friends are? As a general rule, a close friendship should have all of these qualities. A close friendship won't survive unless this quality is present. It means that you accept your close friends the way they are and don't want them to change. We all want to hear nice things about ourselves, but if it's necessary, a really good friend will also tell you things you don't want to hear, such as pointing out your mistakes. Close friends are generous with their time. They'll listen patiently if you need to talk and will help if you have a problem. They'll also defend you if other people are giving you a hard time. A close friend is somebody you can share your ideas with. You may not have things like hobbies and interests in common, but your friend will always take an interest in what you do. This could be the most important quality of all. If you tell your friend private information, he or she won't tell anybody else about it, and your friend won't talk about you behind your back. The survey says we generally have just 2 close friends.
Great! Now let's check. Number 1, it's about respect. Number 2 is about honesty. Number 3, it's about support. Number 4, it's about good company. And number 5, it's about trust. Well done. I don't know if you paid attention to this text, But have you noticed that the text is full of sentences like this? If it's necessary, a really good friend will also tell you things. They will listen to you if you need to talk. If you tell your friend private information, she or he won't tell anybody. We call this kind of structure first conditional. The first conditional is used to express actions or situations that are likely to happen in the future. When we use it, we are thinking about a situation or a condition in the future that will be responsible for a result. In the first conditional, there is a real possibility that the condition, the action, or the situation in matter will happen. Look at this example. If you have good friends, you will be happy ever after. Look at some more examples using the first conditional. If I call Daniel, he will be really happy. If you give her some love, she will love you back. If we tell your parents we want it, they will give it to us. If they don't hurry, they will miss the bus. Notice that in all the above situations, we are thinking about a future condition. None of the situations is happening yet, but there is the possibility of all of them to conclude. The present simple is used to show a possible future condition, and the simple future to show a possible future result. Remember that the possibility of the condition will happen is real. This is really important in the first conditional. The first conditional structure isn't rigid because it can vary depending on the sentence. The if clause can appear in the beginning or in the end of a sentence. Look at this example. If clause plus main clause. If I see Park, I will hug him. If you are free tonight, he will invite you to dinner. If we don't study to the finals, we won't pass the exams. Or we can have the opposite, main clause plus if clause. I will hug Park if I see him. He will invite you to dinner if you are free tonight. We won't pass the exams if we don't study to the finals. When we use the simple future to form the first conditional, it doesn't mean that we will just use the will to represent the future. We can use the going to as well as will, and also some modal verbs such as can, may, and must. Look at the examples and check it out. If I see her, I'm going to tell her exactly how I feel. If you go to Paris, you must see Eiffel Tower. If she comes, we can talk about it with her. If we ask you about the exercise, you may be able to help us. But if I want to say if not, can I use the same structure? Often, when we are talking about present situations, we use unless instead of if not. Unless means except if, or simply it means if not. Both of these examples have the same meaning and refer to the present time. Check it out. You can't go on vacation unless you save some money. If you don't save some money, you can't go on vacation. You will feel cold if you don't wear a coat. You will feel cold unless you wear a coat. Unless is good to use when it highlights an exception to what is generally true. In the example, I only have one reason why I may be late. Traffic, right? We have a traffic jam. Or I can say this. I will arrive at 10 unless there is traffic. I will arrive at 10 if there isn't traffic. This example shows us that sometimes the context can change and unless is not exactly interchangeable with not. I will be annoyed if you do not arrive at 10. Being late will annoy me, right? So I'll be annoyed unless I arrive at 10. The only thing that can stop me from being annoyed is arrive at 10. Got it?
Yes.
Now it's time for some practice. You will find a quiz next section. Do it and don't forget, practice makes perfect. See you next class. Bye.